Welcome to Dr. Mary Travelbest. I'm the author of the 5 Steps to Solo Travel Guide for women like you who may be a little timid about traveling solo, especially in your prime years. And so I want to give you some guidance. I want to talk a little bit today about border crossings. So I've done border crossings so many times I can't even count, in dozens and dozens of countries that I've traveled to. But I'm going to talk a little bit about the border at the U.S.-Mexico Tijuana border. It's probably the busiest in the world, with about 30 million crossings every year. So I went down there twice last year, crossed that border, and once in February, and it was really rainy and not a really great trip. And then we went in October, and it was a much better experience. And I'll tell you a little bit why. So that experience was, on the way back, I got to go through the medical line. And I was down there to visit an orphanage, and I served 100 people at the Door of Faith a lunch, and I organized this trip. And it was much better because the line usually is about 4 to 5 hours sometimes, and this one was only about an hour, so that saved a lot of time. But I've got a funny story. So I speak some Spanish. So in Spanish, I rolled down my window at the border and I asked the person who came up to the window, how many churros can I get for $20? So there's vendors coming up to your door, to your window the whole time you're in line. And so the person said, oh, lots and lots. So we said, we'll get some churros. They're sweets. And so they left, and then we progressed a few more spaces back ahead, and they found us. They came back and found the car, and they brought us a big bag of churros, and we were grateful, and we gave them the $20. Then they came back again with another bag of churros and said, no, we're coming back again. And then it was a third bag of churros. So for $20, we got literally more churros than we could have eaten. So we had plenty, and they were happy and we were happy. And it was just a really sweet experience at the border. So again, just a couple of little things about going down to Mexico. You definitely need your passport. Be expected to, follow all the rules, to be sticking to the safe places. And if you do that, you're probably not going to have any problems. And speaking some Spanish will help you. So you might want to go onto one of the Duolingo apps or other apps before you go down there, just to kind of practice some of the phrases that you might be needing to know, like please and thank you, and ¿Dónde está el cuarto de baño?, which is where's the bathroom? Things like that could be helpful. Now, I'll be continuing to podcast. If you want to hear more from me, you can go to any of my podcasts. There are over 300 of them so far. I've been podcasting weekly since 2018, and I tell stories from travel all over the world. So look forward to hearing your questions and hearing from you, because we have groups on Facebook that are private that you can go into and check out. And just love to hear from you as a woman in your prime. Let me know what's going on. And I hope you enjoyed this little story about the border crossing.